Coon Cassis IFLTV with Anto Fitzpatrick. How are you, mate?
Oh, good, Coon.
You good?
Yeah.
Pleased with that?
I was pleased with Pete, yeah.
Yeah? Let's talk about the scorecards first of all.
Yeah, it's fucking 297, 93. So how many rounds is that to me? To him? Four, yeah. You know, you could argue they were right, and even they were a bit close to what I thought. I thought he might have got 2 or 3 rounds max, and that's being generous. Thought he weren't landing much the odd round. Might have threw a few more than me, but he weren't really landing. And, you know, you just got their corners screaming and shouting when you know he's just hitting tin air or hitting gloves. But whoever, I don't even know who got it 95. They need to give their head a wobble. And that's how that fight's a draw. I just don't see it. No, never. But you know, it's a win against, you know, a tough, awkward opponent, and you know, I'm stayed back in the gym, and you know, we've got things to work on, and there's always room for improvement, and I'm only going to get better and better from that. Yeah.
Just looking at social media, it does look like everyone is kind of baffled about that other scorecard, shall we say? So, but it is what it is. I mean, you got the win. I mean, but how they saw that as a draw is a bit baffling.
Yeah, it is. It's madness. I thought, you know, I was boxing brilliant at times, and you know, the odd time, as I said, he just throws mad shots and is lunging in, and you know, I was stepping out, weren't working where, you know, I could have worked a bit more, but overall, I'll, you know, go and watch it back with my team, and my coach is Paul and Anthony, and pretty sure there's things to work on. There's always improvements to be made, and yeah, it's won't know till I watch it back, but everyone's saying madness about that scorecard, and I felt like that myself in there. Yeah.
A lot was said at the press conference. I'm sure 99% of it you didn't probably understand, like the rest of us. Yeah. Apart from Hearn, he knew exactly what he was saying, apparently.
Nah, yeah, to be honest, for a split second, I actually thought, when I watched the video back, I thought, fucking hell, you're a sausage using myself, because I actually thought he was translating, and that's what fucking...
Well, you thought he said he don't like Scousers?
So I just stood there, and then Eddie N goes, yeah, I'll translate for you, Pete. So I don't know if Eddie can't speak Spanish or not, so I'm just like, looking at Eddie, and he goes, he said he doesn't like Scousers, so I just believed it. And then I watched the video back, and I thought, you're a helmet, you, but... yeah, it was a funny week, you know what I mean, but I believe there's half a helmet as well. I've seen him a few times, and he was asking me, am I okay, and then, you know, I understand it's the show business, but you know, get in front of the on the stage and then start waffling on Spanish in front of my face. I was thinking, fucking leg it, lads, you know what I mean? I won't fight you on Saturday. There's no need for it, but yeah, it is what it is. It's all experience in it, and another fight week done. That's my 12th win, and yeah, we move on from there, and I'm looking forward to seeing where I go in the rankings in this WBA. Yeah.
Considering the fight that fell out, this was one of the best kind of possibilities for a fight to come in. We know all about Baluta, and it wasn't obviously an easy situation with that fight with Masood falling out, but he was coming in there today. We know what his problems he's given other fighters, etc. So this was more than a solid opponent for you tonight, wasn't it? Yeah,
100%, Q. I knew he was a long, tough game opponent, and you know, when I've watched him against obviously the lads, and even like Foster and that, because I was boxing Foster, I've seen a little bit of him against Foster. He was probably a little bit better and a little bit more awkward and just unpredictable than what I thought he was going to be. Do you know what I mean? Not going to say I underestimated him, but as I said, yeah, he was a little bit better and a little bit more awkward than what I actually thought he was going to be. So it was good. You know, it was good. The first 2 rounds were a bit, I was just working him out, and then, you know, I feel like I got into me flow, and then the odd few rounds I could have worked a little bit more in places, but as I said, he was unpredictable, and you know, at the end of the day, we're in there to get the win, so you know, that's what I've done. And yeah.
Where are we with that Masood situation right now?
I don't even know, Q. Like, obviously I'll fight Masood, like, you know, we took the fight with him. Obviously he's injured for one. I've seen him then, and as I just said, like, what's happening? I don't know what I mean. I've heard a few different things, and then he's going, I'll fight you, man, I promise you. So I just said, let's just see what's what. But my career doesn't revolve around whether I fight Shabazz Masood or not. Like, if that fight's there, if the next fight, and it's what Paul and Anthony want, my manager, like, we'll take it. We've already took it, but you know, there could be other fights out there. So.
You've not had the best luck with these opponents, have
Nah,
you?
100%.
The two big fights you've meant to have
I
had
know.
so far in your career, you haven't had them yet. But the people that have come in have been
They've been good.
very good, yeah.
Well, look, I'll be honest with you, like, in Saudi, like, I wouldn't say I got stitched up, you know, I still got an opponent, but, you know, I'm yet to see an opponent drafted in on 3 days' notice who's the weight above, boxing at 2 weights above, you know. These last-minute opponents that you normally see are like someone like a weight below, 2 weights below, you know, walking around heavy out of camp, and you still get to box at, you know, you're not so weight, like I'm getting, you know, someone the weight above, unbeaten, at 2 weights above, like, you know, but at the same time, I still got a fight. It would have been, obviously, would have been worse, expecting a fight 4 days before Crimbo, and then, you know, getting out to Saudi and getting told fucking, you know, fighting. So there's always positives to it, and Baluta probably was one of the best replacements you could get, really. You know, he's well known in the UK, and you know, he's boxed it quite
Everyone.
yeah, everyone ran the weight, you know. So it was it was a good experience, and you know, we move on from there. And to be honest, I just can't wait to get back in the gym, and I just want back out there straight away. You know, as I said already, then like with the McCann and the Shabazz fights falling off, I feel like me progressions, like that's obviously stalled me progression. Do you know what I mean? And obviously a few other things. So I just said to him, like, look, I want back out, and I just want to keep pushing and get the biggest fights possible. So I'll be on, you know, I'll be on Paul, I'll be on Anto, I'll be on everyone. Like Matchroom, look, I want back out straight away, and that's it. I'm straight back in the gym, and we're ready to go soon, because you know, injury free, let this cut heel up, and yeah, I just want to push on, Cook, to be honest.
Just the final one on Masood there. If the situation's right, terms are right, and obviously for yourself, that is the right move. You've got no issue with that fight. Still doing that.
100%, but the only thing I would say is, if that fight gets made with Masood, I would ask my manager, nothing against Masood, but you know, like he's a nice kid, you know. I've known him for years and that, but he's known for pulling out of fights and that, and I would like to, only for my own career and my own thing, if that fight gets made again with him, I would like to have a backup there in place, just in case, you know, it was to happen again a few weeks out and the match fell off. You know, it'd be good to always make sure there's a backup there, just for my own peace of mind.
Have you got anything else you'd like to add?
Big thanks to all the fans come down here. I think he had 2 coaches come down, and you know, a few others. Achade is there. Achade is proper lad, and you know, appreciate the support. Yeah, love you all, and you know, hopefully come out and see you now anyway.
Well done, mate.
Nice one.